Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous never-ending grind. We're at Jameson crash site with the fleet carrier, and we're going to scan the crash site for encoded materials, which is always a good thing in one video, maybe two. It matters how quickly I get tired of it. And then we'll go over to we'll stay on the same planet and we'll scan for raw materials, or look for raw materials and gather raw materials. The first thing we need to do is switch over to our planetary exploration cutter. And we're at 48%. If you can find where our fleet carrier is, and if you want to donate fuel, that would be awesome. Just wanted to check this. Kind of weird. It says that we can sail at 4,000 credits, and we'll take 1,000. But let's grab that cutter. That's the travel. That's the planetary, so we want that one. Sys left. No transactions. That's kind of what we were looking for. We want to set it to no fleet carriers at the moment, but point of interest, because we want the crash site as our destination. Sys right. Okay, we have no cargo, so that's a good thing. It's auto launch. Be sure to look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. Unfortunately, we have less than 1% of our viewers that will subscribe.
Landing clamps disengaged. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
So because we have so few that will subscribe, we have produced less videos for just the general public and more pre-release videos for our subscribers. So if you subscribe or have subscribed, and want to see those pre-release videos, so we have around 50 videos right now that subscribers and donors can visit and see before the general public can see them. We're waiting for the mass lock to go off so we can get into Super Cruise and get over to Jameson crash site. And if you look under the video in the description, you will see ways to set your subscription as public so I can see them. If your videos are private, which over half of our subscribers have theirs set to private, I can't see them. So I can't verify your subscription. So they must be set as public, and you send me an email with your YouTube channel name or your account name, and that way I can verify them, and I will send you links of our pre-release videos so you can watch those. Now eventually, if we get a higher percentage of subscribers, then we'll release more videos to the general public, but right now we're just not getting enough subscribers, so we had to pull back on the number of videos. In our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, to the left underneath the video, you'll see our YouTube channel, and we have over 900 videos available. We produce well over 100 videos a month, or yes, a month. But because we have so few that will actually subscribe, we have moved more to pre-release videos for our new videos. And for Elite Dangerous, we're only releasing 1 video per day, where we used to release up to 6. We're still creating as many videos, but they're going into pre-release. Okay. And those that donate also get pre-release videos. Well, we're going over to Jameson Crash Site because we always need more materials, and we get encoded materials here. We can also do some planetary exploration on the planet that Jameson Crash Site's on, and we'll do some of that too, because we always need raw materials too. And there's some interesting stuff here, so besides raw materials, so we'll look around and see what's there. We like checking things out, but we're going to do a lot more of the things I like to do in my normal gameplay. Sis Knight. Hopefully the glide will take us in closer so we don't have to boost as much. Yeah, that was pretty good. Sis landing.
Landing gear deployed.
I do appreciate you coming along. I wish I could release more videos, and I wish we had more than 1% that would subscribe. But we have to make incentives for people to subscribe, and what's kind of funny about that is subscriptions are free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. But we're having a terrible time getting people to subscribe percentage-wise. We have quite a few subscribers, but not nearly enough to get for YouTube to support the channel. And everything is about what helps the channel to survive. And we have a Patreon page at patreon.com/GFM_RDG. And it's only $3 a month. And for that, you get the pre-release videos even quicker, because that's where I post the links first. And you could access it anytime. Sis Alternate. Some might wonder why I talk about the subscription so much. Well, that's what the channel needs the most of, is your subscription. This is not the easiest place to find a landing spot. It is very rough, and we have to keep looking around for a spot. We just have to look for it to turn blue so we can land. So we just kind of keep moving around looking for a spot. We do use the SRVs, so even though we're a little bit a ways, let's see how far we are. We're 679 meters. And sometimes the spots are kind of small. Yep, there's a spot. Like I said, sometimes they're kind of small though, so it's hard to stay on that spot. Just like that. Like I said, it's not the easiest place to find a landing spot. Well, we actually found one. Sys down. Check, make sure everything's okay. It all seems to be okay. Sys full. It's usually dark here, so have to use some night vision. Sys light. There it goes. Like I said, I thank you for coming along. Hopefully you'll consider being part of the less than 1% and subscribe. And maybe someday I don't have to talk about it as much if I get enough subscribers. We have had over 21,000 views as of the publication of this video. And just in the last 90 days we've had almost 9,000 viewers, separate viewers. Let's see, I think we're on the top side. I have to coordinate myself, see where I'm at, because there's a spot that I kind of need to be in so I can scan all the locations. We're on the turret view. Sometimes it'll let you scan the ship again. Because I come here often enough. Yeah, it did. It won't let you do it again for about a week. Yeah, some of the containers are floating. That's kind of odd. And you can even pick up the containers. So we can click on a container just to see. It says it's legal salvage, so you can actually pick it up. And we log to the main menu and come back, and we can rescan the comms again. In the past, sometimes I cut out relogging, so you didn't have to see that part, but it just takes so long cutting that out and editing. So it's really not worth it. It's better just to make it part of the video. Now there's a good chance I'm going to make 2 videos out of this part. Sysful. The majority of the encoded material that we collect is in 2 materials. And we'll show you those in just a moment. And how to monitor those to see when those fill up. There's a few others that gets added. Sysful, Syswrite. I use voice attack. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. That's not where I want to be. I want to be in inventory, and I want to be in encoded materials. This adaptive encryptors capture is 1. We're at 40 of 100 right now. And atypical encryption archives, we're at 55 of 150. So those are the 2 that we're collecting the most of, and we're kind of focused on. So as soon as those 2 start, or they get filled, then we consider going on and doing something else until we can get to a material trader. At a material trader, we can move some of that around, kind of even it out. But it's much faster for encoded material to come to Jameson crash site, load up on encrypted material, use a material trader to move it around, than it is to go hunting around the galaxy for it. That's why there's so many that gather their encrypted materials this way. We can collect some of it at Dab's Hope, scanning the tower. So we'll probably do some of that in this trip. But I currently have about 15 Elite Dangerous videos in early access. Sisful. So if you'd like to see those, all you have to do is subscribe and make sure that your subscription is public, and I describe that in the description how to do that. And send me an email, that's also in the description, our email address, and then you can send me an email and I'll put you on the early access list and send you an email with links. The destination of those links are on YouTube, so it's not some weird site that you have to worry about viruses and stuff. It is the YouTube servers. It's just videos that are marked as private and scheduled to be released to the public eventually. Because I release only one video per day, and sometimes I make up to 6 videos per day. So if you'd like to see those, all you have to do is subscribe. If we get up to about 3.5%, then I will start releasing more to the public. Sisful. But at less than 1%, we'll never get support from YouTube, and we have to incentivize subscribing. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. But most people think that their flesh the skin will fall off of their body if they subscribe. But that's the worst thing in the world they could do, is actually subscribe to someone. It's kind of amazing. We are going to do more cargo missions, and the main reason is we need credits. It costs 25 million credits per week to have a fleet carrier. Sisful. So I have to make up that 25 million per week. Fleet carriers at the moment are extremely expensive to operate. Now, after I get a month's worth of Elite Dangerous videos in pre-release, I'll probably release a few more into the just general public videos. After we leave Jameson crash site area, we'll probably go back to Dav's Hope and collect a few more materials, manufactured materials, until they start to fill up. And we'll probably go hit the material traders again, and then do some cargo missions again. Sisful. But this is definitely part of the grind, collecting materials. And we'll check to see how far away we are on filling up those two encoded materials. Sys full. Sys right. On adaptive encryptor's capture, you see we're 88 of 100, so we're about to fill that one up. And we're 115 of 150 on atypical encryption archives, so we're getting close to filling it up. And then we'll go do some raw material gathering here in this area. Probably just make doing the scanning one video instead of two, because we're so close to filling it up. We're about, yep, adaptive encryptor's capture just went full. We need this material for modding our modules with the engineers. Engineers require materials. Sysful. I was probably connected to the ship instead of this comms port. As you see, we're hitting the full on some of that. Atypical encryption archives is what we're still collecting. Now when it fills, then we will move on to raw materials. At some point we'll go back to the engineers, probably the one for power plant. Top off our all our ships. I have four pythons, 4 cutters, a vulture, and a fer-de-lance, and the original sidewinder. So we have 11 ships and a fleet carrier. Sysful. I want to apologize for getting so disturbed this last week about the subscribers. It's probably not real professional for a content creator to let his feelings get in the way, but I'm kind of new to video production, and I have to get used to the goods and the bads and the uglies. There's a lot of bads and uglies in YouTube channels. Sisful. Like I talk about that skit of, you should create a YouTube channel. It's terrible. You should create one. Well, why would I want to create a YouTube channel if it's terrible? You got to try it. It's terrible. It is terrible. It's extremely terrible. It takes most people, like it's going to take me, years to get any kind of support at all. And YouTube knows that. Atypical encryption archives field. So let's check that just to be sure we are filled. Sis right? Sis right? They know that you won't subscribe, and that's why they require so many subscribers. See, adaptive encryptors capture and atypical encryption archives. They're both full. So we are finished. Well, we're going to now, in the next video, we're going to run around the planet, around the Jameson crash site, and collect raw materials. So until the next video, make sure you're part of that less than 1% and subscribe. That you look in the description and find ways to make your subscription public, and send us an email, and consider donating and viewing more of our videos at GFM_RDG. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.